Wann kann sie fix it?
Guys. Serenity Light, thanks for the sub. It's a lot. How does it compare to the other CRPGs? I would give it 2 years. All 3 DLCs come out for them to balance and patch the game. And they need full voice acting. As you can see, there's a lot of talking. You can actually listen to this instead of reading. It might be one of the best CRPGs ever created. At least top 3. We'll see. It's still early to tell.
So yesterday I got level 5, and I leveled up Spellmaster. He got hide and spell, and I gave him explosive runes and haste, those 2 spells.
Few of the mongrels will live past 40. Hunger, disease, and monsters from the deep, more effective killers. So for us, the story of the First Crusade is a legend that happened generations ago. There are no living witnesses. And that was 70 years ago. Do you have a way to tell day and night? They know it by the gong. Sometimes the tribe can find itself jumping up to greet the morning in the middle of the night.
1, 2, 3.
Do mongrel tribes fight each other? They fight over food.
Not sure what to give here, to whom.
What do you think on a life of the surface?
Let's do like that here and here.
For example, I'll tell
I
you
don't
how
know
important voice acting
what to
is.
give him.
It paid like what, $100 for Mythic Edition on pre-order. I would pay another 100 if you could
I
buy
think
voice
we
acting.
will do like that,
I
maybe.
would insta pay another one.
Or even like that. I think even like that. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that's what we do now. And then we shall see. So to Camellia I gave extend spell, so she can have extended skeletons and maybe extended also buffs like that. So extend is always good to have extended. Extend strand of the tangle. Not, for example, it's also good to have extended. Maybe I can even do it like that. In case she's hurt. She's hit. Here 1, 2 for that's for LAN. That's for general fights. I will keep those skeletons just in case.
This is a big fucking in, man. Much to say. Where have I seen?
And LAN received initiative as always. That's his standard build, and that's the best you can do to him. Dodge, bark skin, and improved initiative. He needs all of that. The only thing, Scylla didn't get anything because due to bug in game, when she was killed in the maze, I resurrected her, and due to that she didn't get her XP. So like 115 XP is missing. So we still need to fight to get her level 5. And that's what LAN will be doing now.
Storyteller is blind and feeble.
And then we go for there are many mobs.
Or it could be Tristian.
There are many mobs to deal with.
Look him in the black wing in the library. What do people say about you? Traitor as bad as a relic warish.
Can already go here.
Sarkorian witch who initiated the opening of the world.
I hope he rolls 8. Yes, that's so nice. 119 experience. So maybe we can level up Scylla now. Yes, we can level up Scylla now. Use magic device, persuasion, mobility. I just watched a little bit today. CRPG Bros build for Scylla. I was laughing. He gives her power attack. Okay, his builds are for normal difficulty and for core. That's what he's doing builds for. But he tells the unfair viable. He just misleading the public. You never give power attack on unfair and on hard. You never give cleave on unfair and on hard. If you hear cleave, if you hear power attack, just don't watch any longer. Loss of time. Cleave power attack, that's for normal core difficulty. For those difficulties.
How did the whole city fell because of him?
Maybe for hard, maybe. Maybe for hard it could be also. But I don't see any reason give it on hard. But okay, it could be. But never on unfair. So we can give to Sila definitely combat reflexes, but her dexterity is still low. Hello. Hi. Yes, yes. Hello, hello. How are you? Um, today, today it's wizard. It's wizard, spellmaster, enchanter. I went for enchanter because it's very difficult to play. Enchanter, it's probably the weakest choice. Evocation would be, of course, much better choice. Evocation, but enchanter, it's a bad choice. So that's what makes it a challenge. And I will not be picking up angel or necromancer, so that we couldn't profit from book merging. It will be probably playing Azata, I think. I think it will be Azata.
You really don't have any friends.
And so far I had only 2 reloads since I started this playthrough. Only 2 reloads, and the first reloads was just misclick. I forgot to give to my wizard expeditious retreat, so he couldn't escape and he was killed. And the second reload was also sort of due to tiredness. So if I was more concentrated and more focused on game, I wouldn't have had any reload at all. But okay, it happened to reload so far. And my last Atlanti run is finished. I finished it 3 days ago. So Sila is. There are a couple of options here to go.
Selling scrolls. Who are you?
I could do without combat reflexes. It's nice to have, but it's nice to have if you have dexterity, at least 3 dexterity. She has dexterity 1, so now it's not useful anyway.
What kind of health can I expect?
So there are some more useful things to take, which I'm not sure what exactly. That she will take absolutely, but can be later in the game. I normally take it later in the game, but can be taken also now. Why not? Great fortitude. Or lightning reflexes as a possibility. Outflank she will not have because there will be no one to outflank with. And that's because we have wizard.
How many scrolls do you
So
animate dead? 700 for animate dead.
maybe if I gave outflank to Lan, maybe, but Lan, it's more often than not Lan is quite far from Sila. He's not so close to her,
How much for enlarge?
so this will be like waste. Shake it off. Yes, it's an option. So really not much options here. It's either outflank, but no one to share with, either shake off, but But I can give it on level. No, I can give it on level 9.
That's some new
Shake
skills.
it off, I can give on level 9. Really nothing useful. Nothing useful. Reflexes, I don't absolutely need them,
Caster level. That's lowest.
but if to
Hey,
take
badly
them,
level
it's
10.
it's later, much later.
You have good luck, like get 20 HP out of it. But now I won't even get 2 or 3. Considering my luck and
If I have melee fighter, I giving her outflank, but I don't have melee.
let me know.
And there is no one to fight in melee.
One can go here only.
And shake it
Don't tell
off.
only bull strength can go.
Shake it off. They should have anyway. All of them. That's good to have.
Only bull strength can go here.
That's
So
good
she
to
gets
have.
bull strength. What about entanglement? All creatures. Nature's ally too. The lesser restoration is important.
Yeah, that's a choice. That's a difficult choice. Okay, I will level her up later, a little bit later.
This is single target resist energy. We will paralyze. Single splendor. Bark skin. 5, 6 of them are great. Even 8 is good. Very
Okay, goodbye.
good. Lesser restoration is a must. And communal is a must. And we need someone too. And not with this spot.
What? He cannot even move anymore. Ha ha ha. He cannot even move.
When I get an open slot, I'll take a lesser restoration.
He cannot even move. He was able to move, now he cannot move. Something is very wrong with him. I think I have to take a rest now. I don't know why he became exhausted so early. Really no idea. I have to rest in this case. Don't see another way. And to rest I need to level Scylla up.
No lace, no summer.
What can you do?
And I don't know. I don't know how. Because I might be, I have no wizard. So maybe I can manage without Nenio. Theoretically, I could manage without Nenio. Then I can take someone else. And that someone else can be melee.
We've got left
Melee,
Scylla.
we don't have much choice. It's either Greybor, either Regil.
The spinner of nightmares.
Both of them are one shot, but they can hit. That's I don't know. I've taken him actually. I've taken Enchanter because Blaster is too easy. If I wanted to build him as damage dealer, I would have given him here Evocation School.
Who are you?
I would have given him Evocation. But Evocation is easy. You give Evocation, then you go whatever. Even you go Azat, and so to make it more difficult, I decided to give him Enchanter. Like that, there are a lot of things to think about, a lot of space for creativity. But how it will go, I don't know. I thought You see, Spellmaster, it's universal thing. He was even tanking. He's also a tank because he was tanking water elemental. We killed water elemental
Where is Chili?
in
Small fishing.
in the in the maze. He was tanking water elemental, and Scylla killed him. He was tanking also Hosilla. So
Young and unexperienced cleric afraid to go to the border of the world war.
I'll see how it goes. Anyway, he will have Hellfire Ray. Without Hellfire Ray, no way. He will have it. He will have it. And enchantment, I want him to enchant hard. So he'll be using some enchanting spells, but it comes later. It doesn't come before like level 14, 15, when he really starts enchanting hard. Level 14, 15, not before that.
It's a whole
And
what's in a basement?
so I really don't know. Arsenal, I don't know what it is. Arsenal expanded. Let's check. Let's open my previous run. Where is it? I still have. I still have save from my
Who wounded you? Sinner and accomplice to demons.
from my last Atlanta run,
I might be able to help you.
but I don't never heard of Arsenal expanded. If you explain me what it is,
Discouraged by the name of Elise.
I will Google now what it is. Holy moly, never heard of it. Never heard of it. But if it's exploit, what is exploit? Exploit normally is cheating. That's how people, when people are shy to say cheating, they call it exploit. So I'm not cheating my games. So if it's something,
Find that fucking book for you.
I will definitely not use it. If it's something which exists, which official part of the game, I can use it. But if it's sort of a cheat to get around, no. Too many domain? No, that's not true. I gave him exactly necessary amount of domain. You cannot work with less domains. Community domain is a must for Zosil. Nobility domain is a must for Zosil. And knowledge domain is a must. Those three domains, it's a must. And domain zealot, it's also a must domain. So those four absolutely must. You cannot beat the game without those domains on the difficulty I'm playing. Of course he will use. What do you mean? Of course he's using. You cannot beat the game without those four domains. Community, it's guarded hearth. You need it. It's a must. Then +2 inside bonus on attack rolls, armor class, and skill checks. That's inspiring command. Inspiring word. 2 moral bonus on attack, skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws. Those two things. So they add, of course. Knowledge domain is a must because of teaching moment. Teaching moment, it's the same like to having fortune. See, each affected creature can choose to roll twice and take the better result. So, and domain zealot is also a must because you have to make it. You have to make it immediately. It has to be swift action. So, in order to use those in the combat, you have to have swift action, so you have to have domain zealot. So those are four. It's a must.
the best class to take,
The only thing which may be not needed here, it's rapture restraints. It's rapture restraint.
and I think I made one for a blade. First,
So of course he's using them all and all the time.
and second, you can reach further with waves.
It's all the
Take
time.
huge crits.
The only thing, rapture restraints,
Victory
but
fate, it's kind
maybe I could do without, but I decided to go safe way and to give him rapture restraints
roll with them. But find a
because
melee build.
just because of
I'm 99%
because
sure
of where is it?
just the blade.
Because of confused.
Think about it.
Because normally there is no immunity against confused. So the rest is not important, but confused is something. If you're confused, you cannot fight. So that's. But again, it's because I was playing less Atlante, and because I'm playing without Savescam. If I was Savescamming, I wouldn't give rapture restraints because if things go wrong, you can always reload. But
The fuck is that voice?
so I decided to give it because it's safer.
Shit.
But if you Savescam, you don't need it.
Imagine the immersion with
You
voice.
just reload and that's it. Hello.
Volume,
Hello.
volume.
Yes, all is good. I'm just not sure which corridor.
That's a compliment.
Which corridor? Hello, which corridor?
We got a freaking trickster. It looks like a rogue.
Corridor of my dreams.
Who are you?
Irabet and Wayne. You mean shit. I have to. You mean from the maze to the tavern? But yes, it was 2 days ago. I think I did it. No, no.
It's a loose scoundrel.
I gave him a heightened spell, but Camellia got extended. So, and she will have heightened spell later, but so far she got extended. And I gave him explosive runes, and I gave him also haste. Those two things, and Lan as usually got initiative. That's the only way to go for Lan. Yeah, but for Scylla, I'm not sure. Two reload so far, two.
Thanks a lot.
I never use
What I
mercenaries.
plan to do for this
I never use mercenaries because, first of all, it's difficult to use them. Because to buy mercenary, let's say, first of all, it's easy. Mercenaries make game much easier. So that's one reason I don't use it. It's the same as pets. Second thing, even if I wanted to use mercenary, then I need to have money, correct? Question is, where do I get money for it? I don't have even enough money to buy the things I need. I bought some basic stuff to do things like Death Ward or Freedom of Movement. What else I bought? I bought, of course, Delay Poison. I bought some protection from fire scrolls, bark skin, things like that. And already, that's all I have left. I had like I think 11,000. That's all I have left. And I still have to buy a kit scribing scroll. It's a must to buy kit scribing scroll. I have to buy ingredients to fabricate scrolls, some wands and so on. So I just don't see where you can get those money to buy mercenary. I believe it costs like 8,000. Then on level 4, I think it's 8,000 to buy mercenary. So even if I wanted to play it,
What are you doing?
I don't have money.
A day? What?
With Scylla, I would gladly give her Hammer the Gap. Unfortunately, Hammer the Gap it's not available yet. As you see,
Take all of this garbage.
Hammer the Gap, unfortunately,
Inventory, sell, buy bag of holding.
it's not available yet. You need to have base attack bonus 6 for that. And for combat reflexes makes no sense because she has to have dexterity at least 2 and she has dexterity 1. Okay, she can she can get a belt, a dexterity belt from Great Garrison, so she'll have more dexterity. It could be used then, I think. So it's an option, yes, it's an option, but it will not work here. It will work on in Act 2 only, in some like in fights with Gargoulias, yes. So could be combat reflexes probably way to go. And lunge not available yet. Lunge will be available at level 7. So here definitely comes lunge. That's no doubt. And that's it. So, and my previous game, Last Atlanti, that I played, I didn't give her combat reflexes. If I show you, if you remember, maybe her build, where is it? Last Atlanti, drunk. What is interesting, if you like finished Last Atlanti, you have save game just before fight with the Rilu Vorlish. It's saved. So here she has. I gave her here outflank, but that's because I had my melee character and he also got outflank, so it was logical to give her outflank here. But now I don't have melee character. I have wizard. With wizard, it makes no sense to give her outflank. That's already a problem. So outflank she will not have. Lunge it's level 7, then hammer the gap, shake it off. Yeah, I could give shake it off even here. I think on level 9 it's more. I think it's better to give shake it off here now. With my current build, shake it off should come here. And as you see, there is no combat reflexes. No combat reflexes, and we did it fine. Arilo Warlish defeated without combat reflexes, and Discari, and I cleaned all the city of Is, no combat reflexes, and there are a lot of mob fights, and it was unfair with damage to party 3, so it seems combat reflex is not really something really important. Yes, I will show you now. And but Beauty Pop, just keep in mind that I am now fully buffed. Am I fully buffed? Not yet. I am standing in the guarded hearth, so of course it adds to everything. And I'm still not fully buffed. By the way, regarding your question for guarded hearth, I show how it works. Now, I take Zosiel. You see inspiring command. All allies within 30 foot. And it's now swift action, thanks to Domain Zealot. I click, and they have this now for 1 minute, which is a lot. It's 6 rounds. Then inspiring word, and it goes so fast because it's swift action. See, like that. And he can do it also during combat. Now they all have inspiring command and the Domain Zealot. And here is teaching moment. It's also from from domain, is from knowledge domain. I click, they have teaching moment. So three things, and that's all our swift action. So like when his turn comes, he can use two things. He can give those two things immediately, simultaneously, or he can give this and teaching moment. That's why those domains, that's where they come from. Community domain, it's guarded hearth. Nobility, it's inspiring command, inspiring word. Knowledge, that's teaching moment. And domain zealot, it to make those things swift action. So that's so. And regarding now regarding stats, you wanted to hear what base attack bonus? It's of course what you see is combat maneuver, melee attacks, initiative is okay. You don't need to have more. Lan has 21, Sila has 17, Monk has 30. His initiative is crazy, but that's normal. He should have it. So that's it. But now when I build Sila now, I don't give her outflank, because outflank with whom? I could theoretically give outflank to Lan. That could be the case. If I go, here it is. I can give theoretically outflank to Lan, but Lan often is far from Sila. It's in fights like with bosses, with all the bosses, Lan will be not so close to boss as Sila. So between Lan and Sila will be distance. So the outflank will be not working. You need to bring Lan really close to Sila, really close. Then it would work. But I'm not sure it's a good idea. Yeah, 100 attack roll, but don't forget it's guarded hearth, and I put all the buffs I could. I put absolutely all the buffs because it's final fight with Arilu, and it's unfair and damage to party 3. So I had to use maximum. So all I could get, I put there. That's why it's so high. Without those buffs, it wouldn't be, of course, you wouldn't have those numbers. And allo, what should I do? So, I'm inclined to give maybe combat reflexes, because in Grey Garrison, Scylla will have her belt, dexterity belt, so her dexterity will be a little bit higher, so she will have like 2 dexterity instead of 1, and then she can use it in fight with Gargullias, for example, because there will be a lot of possibilities for attacks of opportunity. Gargullias are moving here and there, making a lot of movement, so that's where I see it could be useful. You don't need it for boss fights, absolutely. Combat reflexes, it's only for mob fights, but not for a boss fight. And Gargullias is probably the only place where this combat reflexes can be used. But we can do without them as well. It's good, but it's not a must. Another thing that I can give, it's something like fortitude. I'm thinking about fortitude because with fortitude, if you have those things, where are they? Where are they? Ah, here. Here. You see, this is fortitude based, this thing. And Gargulya's chieftains, which are the real danger in Gargulya's cave, they're using a lot of bone shakers. That's their main and the most dangerous weapon. So if Scylla will be one of the main damage, she'll be the main damage dealer there, Lan and Scylla. So if Scylla will have higher fortitude, she has more chances to half the damage. Because damage is crazy. If she get full damage from Gargulya Chieftain, she'll die. She'll die. She'll be dead. That's the problem. So, and of course, fortitude. It's probably it's one of the best. It's the best thing you can have. Will is not so important. Fortitude extremely important. And the more you move into the game, the more important it becomes. Reflex is also important, but fortitude is more. Because for reflex is like fire and so on. You can somehow have protection spells. There is nothing to protect you against fortitude attack but high fortitude. Everready. Everready Beauty Pop is a good, but Everready it comes in mythic feats. Everready you will get later. No, it could be. You know, the only use of combat reflexes, if you want to have several attacks of opportunity per round, and that happens only when you fight like normal mobs, not bosses, normal mobs. And if there are a lot of them, if you fight against 2 or 3 enemies, I don't think they will provoke you for several attacks of opportunity per round. But if you have like a lot of Gargulias that are moving all the time, non-stop, they're always moving, then it might work. It will work, of course. Then if she has combat reflexes, she can make in one round 2 attacks of opportunity or 3 attacks even, because they are moving. And then if you have get ready, if you have always ready, of course it helps. But always ready starts working later. You need to be like at least mythic level 4. Then it starts having some effect. Anyway, you cannot give always ready before mythic 4. First mythic she gets it less stand. Second mythic, dodge mythic. Third mythic can be get ready. Yes, it can be get ready. But third mythic it comes only in Act 3. So I will not be profiting from always ready till Act 3. Otherwise, yes, combat reflexes and always ready, they fit together. Of course, that's you don't need absolutely. But that's so it's good to give it if you have nothing better. It's good to give it. But fortitude, it's a long time investment, because you can survive without several attacks per round, several opportunity attacks. You can survive without it. Especially you might miss. She'll be doing attacks of opportunity, but she'll be missing them. For example. Outflank is good, but I don't have melee. And by the way, I could have melee, and that's why I'm thinking so long with time. I'm thinking so long because look, uh, I have wizard. Theoretically, I can skip Nano. I better not because she's very useful. But I could skip Nano, let's say. I have wizard, and then I could take someone like Greybor later in Act 3, or Greybor, or I can take someone like maybe even Regil. They're both one shot, so they're extremely fragile, one shot. But I can buff them, I give them UMD, I give them mirror image, some other buffs, and maybe they could do some damage. In this case, it would be good to give outflank to Scylla. Then if I give outflank to Scylla and I give outflank to Graber or what's his name, or Regil, then it will work. So it means to decide what to take now, I have to plan how I will be playing later. So, but okay, even if I give outflank now, uh, Regil comes in Act 2 only, and Graber comes even later in Act 3, so I can give outflank maybe here. If I really need it, I can give outflank here, for example. And Great Fortitude I need anyway. Normally I give it in the end of the game, and that's where I start giving Great Fortitude, and so on, here and here. And here probably reflex, and here reflex. But I can give it's also, so it's actually choice between Great Fortitude and Dazzling Display, which won't be working again before Act 2 anyway. Okay, I can give her Kate's Grace. There is Cat's Grace. I can give Cat's Grace, then she will have. But yeah, I go for Fortitude. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's the problem. That's the problem. If I leave Nano behind, I have to do everything with my wizard. So Nano is important. I will think about it. Now, as normally I never play with pets. I never play with pets, so I never ever taken this. I never ever taken this thing. I was always taking Divine Weapon Bond, which gives one extra attack already now, and it also gives critical range, because we don't have improved critical yet, so it also gives critical range. So thing is very useful. It's stopped being useful in the end of the game, somewhere from level 17, 18 is not so useful anymore, but otherwise it's okay, because it gives you enhancement for every 3 levels. Beyond 5 weapon gets another, so like now she'll have 1 enhancement, and at level 8 it will be 2, so glaive becomes 2, and level 20 it becomes 6, so still it's useful. But I was playing all the time with it, all the time. I thought maybe just for a change to take horse. I never taken any animals. I don't know how to play with them. I don't know how to build them. I don't have any idea how to build them. But I will do as I was doing all the time. I'm taking Divine Weapon Bond. No, never animals. Pets, it just makes game so easy that I don't see why you play on unfair. I mean, it makes unfair just very easy. Every pet is extra companion. It's the same as if I'm having 7 companions. 2 pets, it's 8 companions. 3 pets, it's 9 companions. And each pet is a tank. You can go with your pets like from 83 till 88 armor class. If you take a dog can go till 83, 84 armor class. And some, I think wolf or I think wolf can go till 88. Anyway, every pet is a tank. So if I take a pet now, that horse, I don't know about that horse. I don't know what armor class can the horse have. I think like 75. 75 definitely she will have. And it's a lot. So you have tank, and then you put Scylla on the horse, so like Scylla is more survivable. It would make sense if I try to play Lestat Slanti on unfair, and then it would make sense. But Lestat Slanti on unfair is impossible. That's doesn't matter how you try. So I'm taking Divine Weapon Bond, and we do as we always do. We keep the same principle. Now that said, decisions are taken, and there is no way back. No way back, because now she had that. We'll be fighting shadows, so I keep this, but I also add that. Here it's okay. It's okay. That's also okay. That's, I'm not sure if it's okay, but we'll keep that. And now we have to take a rest because my main character doesn't move anymore. I don't know why, but he got this exhaustion very early. Whatever, let's take a rest. And then we go for very tough mobs below, and we go for Brimorak, if someone remembers what Brimorak is. Do I want to be attacked in the night? Because I can be attacked here. But I also need that corruption. Corruption is a problem. Okay, let's put Scylla here. 12 and here 23. She need to roll 11. Let's see. Corruption is a problem. 16 hours. Okay. She rolled 12, exactly 12. But corruption went up. I think we can still rest one more time. So now we go for Brimorak and for those gangs that are there. I still have here shadows. I have necromancer, but for those I will come later. When there are 4 of them, I want to do as much as possible to get maximum XP, because we'll meet Nenio. When I go out of that map, we meet Nenio, and then I cannot anymore profit from experience growth. XP will grow not so fast as now. I plan to kill maximum. I almost forgot that I have still Abricandilus which are alive and nothing happened to them. So let's go first for Abricandilus. And then I go immediately down. Abricandilus are dangerous because they fear, and that scroll of remove fear doesn't work anymore as it used to be. In the past you could put it on before the fight and then he was immune to fear, but not anymore. one shot and run away. If I made one more shot, they would have used fear, and one will start running, who knows where, and he would have been killed. I ask the guard to help with a brigandillo. Lan would have killed them alone. Problem is they fearing, and that's why. In the past they didn't do it. By the way, where is here is a guard, and now one can help to establish the justice. Okay, -1. And the last one. The last Abrigandillo. No. That's yes, in the second rest, yes. First rest I've done yesterday when I fought that sparkling fist, and it was a first rest, I think. Yes, and that's a second rest, and I think I still can rest one more time. I didn't plan to rest yet, but because my main character couldn't move because of his exhaustion, strange exhaustion, so I had to take a rest. I could have taken it later, like first killing those abricandillos and shadows. I could kill shadows also, and only then take rest. But okay, it's like that. So that's here. There are some tough here place where you cannot kite, because he was asking about kite, and we talked about kite yesterday. Here is a place you cannot kite. Kiting is finished actually. All the kiting is finished. That's mobility. I hope they will not fall. I'm giving him mobility all the time, but all the time. Okay, 14 with guidance is 14. Here is so he needs to roll 5. I hope he will roll 5. Yes. He rolled 8. Okay, not bad. Now I want to test one thing. We are level 5. One normally should be already very powerful. One should be very powerful. Let's check. Okay, that's unfair. Let's check if Lan can solo the first gang. That's of course a risk, because if there is a critical hit, that's over. But I'm willing to take that risk, so we give that. We give him that. That I will not give, because it will diminish his damage output. I give him blur absolutely. Should I give him heroism? 10 minutes level. I think so. Let's give him heroism. Now he has his own bark skin. What is his armor? 27 is nothing. He should be having more. Let's give him bull's strength, so he has more output. Let's give him O's wisdom for his attacks. Let's give that. $30. Now armor class is 30. This is 30 armor class. I will not give him haste. There are quite a lot mobs. This first mob is quite unpleasant. Can I give him divine favor? He needs to roll 19. Okay, he needs to roll 18 to get divine favor. Maybe we can do it later. Shield. I'm not sure which shield are you talking about. Which shield? Ah, you mean that one. Okay. You mean that shield. Scroll of shield. It's a personal, yes, it's a personal. He probably can use it. 21, this is 21, so it's the same like that. So it's not 21, it's more, because it's 21, it shows 21, but in reality it's more. If you check here, for example, difficulty 25, yes, but it shows 21. That's a bug, because DC 21, it's if you play on hard. On unfair, it shows you DC of spells as if it's on hard, but real DC is +4. So what you see here, you should add 4. So it's in reality it's 25. And the same thing with shield. It's the same thing with that shield where it is. Yeah. It's 21, but it's 25. So he needs to roll 19 to have to use that shield for 1 minute, and it will be 34 armor class, 34. But I want to keep this shield for something really important, for some really important fight. So let's have it 30. My wizard has it indeed, but it's personal. And now let's see, am I doing something stupid or not? His attack now 17, his damage 16. Let's add, of course, guidance. This, this, this. So he has now 46 HP. Of course, I could add also Bear's Endurance to make him more resistance, and I could have given haste. With haste, I'm sure he would have done the job. He would kill that. It's better to fabricate them. So you see what I will do. I will give Nenio extend immediately. On level 5 she will have here extend, not heighten but extend, and then I will be able to fabricate myself shield scrolls extended, and they will last not 1 minute like that one, but they will last longer, which will very useful to learn, of course. So okay, let's go, let's see what happens. If he can solve them or not. Luckily there are some guys here which sometimes don't do anything. So main target here will be Sheer. Sheer has strong attack and damage. Lan won't survive it. So if Lan can kill that Sheer, let's see. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. He couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't. He almost. He was so close. But he couldn't. Maybe now. Yes. Sheer is dead. Sheer is dead. Sheer is dead. Who should I go now for? Cleric or wizard? They're both bad. Cleric down. And Lan is wounded. He's dead. So Sheer and 2 clerics are dead. One killed them. Problem is what to do now. Exactly. People, I don't know how people play fair, but I'm playing fair this way. I'm played, and Thea made a mistake. I made a mistake. That's a reload. That's a reload, but it was my mistake because I moved. I got attack of opportunity. I shouldn't have moved. I would have defeated that gang, of course, with all my team, but I absolutely want to do it with Lan, and I will do it. It's just mistake. Reload. Reload 3. If I gave haste, it would be already over, but it's my mistake. Actually, I made 2 mistakes. I moved, so attack of opportunity, and I ignored the help. Kill the bastard. Okay. I should come closer to those guards to make them participate. Okay, Shir is dead. Now, those idiots, they're not helping. Okay, heal him again. Heal him again, Sila. You dead, you bastard. Now let's go for sharpshooters. That's what I should have done. No, I go for wizard. Wizard is more dangerous because it's touch attacks. Now go for the sharpshooter Lan. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, yes. Now go for that sharpshooter. And now the last one. So that's how it's done. Yes. No saves. That's how it's done. Unfortunately, I should have done it immediately because I had the fucking reload. It's the 3rd reload in the game. But at least for next time I know how to make this fight. So that's a strategy. First you kill Sheer. That was of course clear. That was no doubt. First kill Sheer, then go out here. And because I focused on Wizard and Cleric, I should have just run to those guards and started working from there. Anyway, it happened. So we should go for Brimorak. It's pity. That reload is disgusting. It could have been easily avoided. Even then, when I started, I moved. I will just repeat that fight for the educational purpose, just to develop exact skills for next time. Because maybe I will be trying once to play Lestat Slantion unfair, maybe. So we need to be extremely... Of course, if I give haste, that's all easily solved. Haste makes miracles here. But... So, critical hit 39, Sheer is dead. Now I just will stand. I will not be moving, I stand. And I go for Wizard. Lan was almost killed. Okay, wizard is dead. Now cleric. And just look at it, they cannot hit him. There are 3 of them. They cannot do nothing to Lan. Lan is wounded, yes. Lan is wounded, but he is tanking them and killing them. Just look at that. Just look at that. That's unfair. Of course, if I put damage to party 3, it won't be possible. But with damage 2, it's okay. So, do you believe it? Okay, so that's a proof that Lan can solo this gank alone. To make it 100%, I have to give him haste, and that's it. Okay, but safest way is just to first to kill Sheer, then you retreat to those guards, and from there you kill the 1 by 1. Okay, 1 more reload. That's disappointing. I was really not focused and I was too confident. But if Lan already buffed, let's go for those bastards. I think Lan can kill them all, but he needs to get this Scroll of Death Ward. For Vermlex. And I think I will start with Sheer. Because Sheer here is the most dangerous. Here is Sheer. Let's go for him. 11. Killed. 42 damage. Just look at it. Critical hit. Windag would never be able to do that. Never ever. No, I mean, he could crit like that. If she was mixed, if she was multi-classed with Rhodey. But first of all, it's only 1 shot. It's always 1 shot. A second, she's slow. And third, she's 1 shot. She is not tank. Lan is a tank. Abrigandilo is dead. Lan is doing it alone. Now let's go for Vermlik. He can put his shit as much as he wants. It won't work. Again critical hit. Look, again crit. 46 damage. Again crit. And last one. The last of us. Again crit. Or not. No, it's normal hit. So he like had 2 crits, I think. That's critical hit. Yeah, that's critical hit. And I think it was somewhere else. So 2 critical hits in the fight. Now we can go for Brimorak. If you see, he rolled 19, so if he had critical range in his bow, it will be critical also. We go for Brimorak. I hate that reload. When you know that reload was difficult to avoid is one thing, but this reload was absolutely avoidable. I just hadn't moved I moved, he got a tax of opportunity. Now one more tough fight, House of Brimorax. And here, of course, problem will be with our wizard. But okay, he's quite tanky. I can make him also tanky. Ah, it's not here, it's here. Where is the house? What's wrong? Where is the entrance? Why cannot I? Ah, here it is. Okay, here it is. House of Brimorak. Here I will use haste for the first time in the game, because without haste I don't think we can manage. And protection from fire used, he cannot. He is a wizard, but he cannot use it like that. And if I do like that, that's also why UMD is so important in the game, so important. Okay, now he used. Now he used. Mirror image, of course. That's his only chance to survive. This is of course. This is of course. Of course, my horse. Heroism Milan has still has. Haste I give later. And now we use explosive rune instead of explosive rune. Explosive runes. Yes. Sila should have it, of course. Camellia should have it, of course. Enlargement. One still has his 16 seconds only. Why? I didn't think that 5 minutes passed already. Okay. If you say so. 15 seconds for both fists. Eight seconds now, we need to give more. Yeah. Delay poison, of course. There are dredge there, I think. Bull strength to Sila, of course. Yes. Yes, I know it was a misclick. It was a misclick. It was one of those misclicks why I have reloads. I had 3 reloads and they all are due to misclicks. First one, I forgot to use fucking expeditious retreat. Misclick, I didn't. Second, I don't know why I was fighting Hosilla in real time instead of turn based. And now I just, with Lam, I moved when I should have stayed. And I was thinking, he moves, it will be a tax of opportunity. And he moved. Yeah, I know. And that's one of those, yes, it's one of those mistakes, yes. One of those mistakes. I give to Sila Barkskin. he will be tanking and Lan will be tanking, Seal will be staying behind. .4 seconds. Where is it? Actually, Lan has now 32 armor class. With protection from evil, it's 32. So he's the biggest tank now. Fucking reload. How much I hate it. I hate if I know that it was easy to avoid it. That's why I hate it. If it's something extremely difficult, you can say okay, it happened, but it was so easily avoided. So I don't know how people play with mercenaries. Indeed, no idea. If I take mercenary, then I cannot play because I don't have money for all those necessary scrolls, spells, and items, without which you cannot play also. So it means people who take mercenaries, they also do something else. So they multi-class and they have pets, because how can you compensate absence of scrolls and so on, of items? You can compensate it by having several pets. Like CRPG bro, he's using 4 pets, 4, and each like I don't know, and he's playing on core difficulties. Yeah. But even if you use pets, you still need to buy protection from fire and other things. Of course, they're also cheating with protective luck and with fortune. They use toy box, they pre-buff. So if you use mercenary, then you use something else. You're doing also other things. So is it enough or not? Or not? Okay, let's go. If I have another reload, I will be mad. I will be really mad. Exactly. Okay, now it's time to give this. Stop. It's time to give just let's check if everything is in place. '13. No, I forgot. Of course, I knew I forgot something. Guidance, of course. How can you play without guidance? Guidance. He doesn't need, but just in case. Virtue. 1 more HP. And saving throws, of course. There are fire. Fuck, it is a fire. That. And this. So we have maximum. I could have given Lan. Let's try to give him a scroll of divine favor. A magic device failed. 20. He needs to roll 18. If I give him guidance, he needs to roll 17. Okay, he rolled 17. Now his attack is 18. 18 attack. And damage 17. Yes, I will use Battle Spirit. Thank you for reminding. No, but all those videos CRPG Bro put in his ridiculous builds, all his videos he is playing on a core difficulty because it's easy to see it, because when he shows armor class of mobs, and you know like which mobs has which armor class in which difficulty. I just look like he was showing fighting with Galu, Warmonger, whatever. I just checked armor class. I know it's core difficulty because on hard it's another armor class. In unfair it's another armor class. So it's core. It's all his video core difficulty. No, it's okay. I mean, why not? But he writes under his builds unfair viable, unfair viable. He writes for Scylla build unfair viable, and he gave Scylla how it's called. How it's called. Where is it? He gave to Scylla this power strike, I think it's called. It's called a power strike, I think. Yeah, when you have yeah, it's power attack. He said it's unfair viable, and he gives her power attack. I mean, it's just misleading people. Power attack it's okay if you play on normal or on core difficulty. Already on hard, you better don't give it. Already on hard. But on unfair, you never give power attack. You never give cleave. And he advises to give Scylla cleave. I was laughing, I think, my god. But I understand him. He wants to have visitors, and he makes those builds of him like whatever. But just say it's for normal core difficulty, and no problem with that. Don't mislead. Don't tell it's unfair viable. It's not even good for hard difficulty. So okay, now we have haste. We have everything. Turn based. First fireball. Brimorak Buster had initiative now. Not very good. Not very good. I don't think I can get them both. Or maybe I can. Let's see. Okay, a little bit. Now, okay. Now Lan should just go for him. He exploded. He exploded. But others didn't explode. I put on that brick and deal this, and because he can destroy armor and things like that. Protective luck on Scylla. She's absolutely vulnerable. Come on. Dredge. A Brigandilo comes. Now Spellmaster. I still have one more thing, so we can surprise them for the second time. Something like that maybe. Now just that Brimorax remains. Can put my Spellmaster here, and Lan can attack Brimorak. One hit, second hit. Scylla me. Oh, that's it. That's the fight with the Brimorak. It's easy. It's easy, but you have to have correct level, like level 5 on level 4. On level 4 it would be possible, but on level 4 you would reload maybe 4 or 5 times before you kill them. On level 5, yes, you can do them. I could do it without. Let's just, okay, we did it. Now let's, for educative purposes, repeat the fight. I won't be using explosive runes. I won't be using explosive runes, just for education purposes. Again, I didn't give that, so let's give that. Without runes, it could be a bit more tricky, of course, because runes have advantage. You deal damage to several of them in one time. It's also force damage, so there is no protection against it. So, but let's see how it goes without runes. And without runes, I'm afraid without runes I have to do like that, and Land should attack Abrigandilu. Scylla should immediately attack him. Without runes I would do it in real time, maybe. At least in the beginning. Later I probably switch to turn-based, but the beginning is in real time. Oh, look, who was talking about glaive? That Abrigandilu is feared. It's feared just because of Scylla's glaive, marching terror. Imagine if that Abrigandilu was now here, they would both attack, and it could have been differently. Turn-based, I go turn-based. Dredge is not dangerous to us, so we keep him as he is. I cannot use runes, so we decided not to use it. So he cannot do anything. He can do anything, just stay like that. Okay, just for the heck of it, let's let's hit with ignition. It won't work. No, he hit, but of course he has damage reduction. Now Scylla gives finally protective luck. I mean, Camellia gives, now chant. Abrigandilu, you see, he's still running. I think it was you who was saying yesterday that Finland glaive is better. Of course not. Now Scylla goes for dredge without success. Now another dredge is feared. You see, that one is still feared, and one more dredge is feared. So we have time to deal with Brimorak. And Brimorak is feared also, because it was attack of opportunity from Scylla. Lan hit Brimorak, and then Scylla makes attack of opportunity. And hit Brimorak. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Now with Abrigandilu comes, I would say, Abrigandilu. And here I will use that Smite Evil, because Scylla will most probably miss it. Lan has more chance to okay, Lan killed it. Lan killed it, and even dredge. So we can see here. And Camellia, I would put protective luck on whoever. on LAM, let's say put on him, which is not needed anymore. That's my mage attacks with daggers. And now Scylla can try to hit him. Okay, 21 damage, 15. Scylla did 36 damage. Dredge is doing something. Lan will go for Brimorak. Brimorak is dead. And Dredge is dead. So that's the same fight. No runes. So 2 times in a row. Yep. There is one more gang with Enchanter and so on, with Conjurer. That one I don't risk to take. Just because of that Conjurer. We could defeat them, but I think with several reloads. We would need to have complete buffs. Everyone should have been buffed. Skeletons and couple of packs of skeletons, and then it would work. So if I take a rest, we'll fully buff everyone. Put 2 packs of, maybe even 3 packs of Camellia skeletons with haste. Why it shouldn't? Of course it should. It should. Of course it should. So 1 attacks. Will saving throw. DC is 17. Modifiers. Dredge has low will. It's 6. So if dredges roll less than 11 from 1 till 10, they will be it will be feared. You see? And what is a chance to roll from 1 till 10? It's 50%. But that's dredges. Let's see for Abrigandilus. Brimorak, the same glaive. DC is 17, modifiers 10. Brimorak has higher will, as you see. Still he rolled 16. So, you see how it works. It's okay, it should work like that, it works. Let's look for Abrigandilu. Oh, here. Abrigandilu will modifier 9, glaive 17, Abrigandilu rolls 7, so it's 16. And that's it. If he rolled 8, it would be okay. So that's fine. Of course it will work. Of course it will work. Because enemies, they tend to roll 1. They are rolling 1. And if you roll 1, it will work. It doesn't matter even if you have will 1000. If you roll 1, it will work. Only if you are immune, for example, if you have immunity, then it will never work. But I don't think anyone has immunity against it. its mob is immune to to fear, that's it won't work. But not there are not so many mobs immune to fear. Of course, undead are immune to fear, and some bosses immune to fear. But even Discari, Echo of Discari is not immune. Even Discari is not immune to fear. You can fear Discari, for example. Arilu Warle, she is immune to fear, yes. Discari not immune to fear. And if you roll one, even with 1000 will, it will work. It works till Act 4. Of course, not always. The more mobs, the more difficult mobs have higher will, the less often it works. But it works, because if you fight mob 5, 6, 7, one of them will roll 1 or 2 or 3. And Gargoulias have, for Gargoulias it works perfectly. But if you move in the game, yes, it becomes less, like you fear less often, but still you fear. And don't forget about negative level. Negative level is crazy. Because against negative level, there is no defense. Whenever this glaive lands a hit on a new enemy, so Scylla has to hit. If she misses, it doesn't work. But if she hits, and if it's a new enemy for the first time, target receives from 1 till 6 negative energy damage. And what it does? It's pity there is no, but you remember, if you have negative energy damage, you lose HP, you lose quite a lot of things. You lose saving throws, and so on and so on. And against this, there is no defense. The only defense, if you are immune to negative levels, then it doesn't work. So all the undead, of course, are immune, and there are mobs. Some mobs, I think, Nabassus are immune to that negative damage. So Nabassu don't care about it. I don't know about Vermlex. Most probably Vermlex are immune as well. But all those Lilitus, Succubus, Incubus, everything, all of that is not immune. So those two things combine negative levels and fear property. It makes this glaive the best weapon till Act 4. Now there is another one, Abrupt Force. Abrupt Force is Scimitar. It has critical range 18-20. Once per round, when hits on an enemy, target must pass Fortitude or become stunned. That's also a good thing. You might say 13, it's not much. It's not much, but if mobs have Fortitude like 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, even if it has Fortitude 100, if they roll 1, they are stunned. They are stunned. And only bosses are immune to being stunned. Only bosses. Like 99% of mobs are not immune to stunned. So one of my ideas was to also to give Scylla like scimitar, that she could use scimitars. Because look at those scimitars, they have, it's already 18-20. And you can make it like 15-20. You can make him 15-20 with improved critical range. So if Scylla rolls 15, she'll be critting all the time. But then, of course, with Scimitar is not it's not a reach weapon. Scylla needs to have long reach weapon. If, for example, if I take in a horse, if Scylla was sitting on the horse, then with Scimitar could be interesting. Because from a horse she could hit with that Scimitar, and I don't mean exactly that Scimitar, but later in the game there are very nice Scimitars. Very nice Scimitars. That's of course not interesting, but others are interesting Scimitars. Starting from Act 3, from Dresden, when you find first good Scimitar in Dresden. Could be option. If she would be driving horse, Scimitars could be a weapon of choice as well. Yeah. What about... Can I go to shadows? I'm pretty sure Lan could solo all those shadows. Lan could solo all the shadows, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he can keep his I'm doing wrong thing. I should go here, of course. It's mobility. I almost went to the wrong place. I hope he succeeds. Shit. Failed. He rolled 2. Yeah. And I give him maximum mobility. Still he again failed. He rolled 5. And he needs to roll 8 at least. Finally. Now let's try to go for shadows. Regarding the glaive, each time I was fighting mobs, always someone was feared. I don't remember that I hit and like they didn't care. At least one was feared. Can Lan manage or not? He still has for 1 minute Death Ward. He has bull strength. He has bark skin. He has heroism. Mage armor. What is his armor class? 29. I will take that risk. I never tried it, by the way. Never ever tried it. That's of course a stupid risk. But let's try. With haste it would worked. Here shadows coming. Missed. He missed. He hit. Okay. Okay, Lan, do your job a little bit out, like that. Try to kill that one. A little bit further. More, like that. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. That's about bow. Kalessa's bow is the best till you get a bow from from the Lesser Korean. Evil Outsider's Bane. The best bow in the game. He killed that shadow, and he will kill another one. Okay, Lan killed all the 3 shadows. And he will of course kill all those zombies without any difficulty. So that's also way using one buff. We kill gang below. We kill 2 Vermlex. I mean, Lan killed gang below. Lan killed 2 Vermlex, Cheer, Abrigandilu, and then Brimorak, and shadows, and those zombies, and all in one with one buff. So that's very economical actually. Extremely economical way. Extremely economical way. That's all. No more shadows. 16,000. Now we have only Necromancer to deal with, and that's it. Okay, Shadow for Shadow Demon. If it was on hard, I would go for him right now. We would kill him easily. Maybe we can kill him even like that. But Scylla will be most probably missing him. The sure way to kill him in one go is to have Camellia and to have Voljuv with magic missiles, and then they will hitting with magic missiles. Lan will be hitting with bow and Scylla with glaive, and then he's killed in one go. And skeletons will be buffing him. Will be tanking skeletons and my wizard. That's the way to deal with him. But like now, if I go, I don't think it works. So I will do it in a sure way. Maybe with a lot of reloads we could kill him. Is he buffed? No, buffs are gone. Now we have go for Necromancer. Necromancer can be done in different ways. By the way, fighting shadows, in the past I was tanking, like I had tank, I gave Death Ward, Scylla got Death Ward, they were hitting shadows, but now I used only one Death Ward. I bought 3 of them. I used one on Lan. In the past I was using 2. Now I used only on Lan, and Lan soloed everything. So it means you can always find room for improvement. Each time I play, each time I find something new, I can improve and improve and improve. For the moment, it's a break, maybe for 10 minutes. And then we will go to look for a Necromancer. And with Necromancer gone, we will have what? We'll have Shadow Demon, we'll have that mob with Conjurer and Evoker and 2 Cheers, Babao. Maybe we could go for Babao also. before the tavern defense. So Baba we gonna have, and that's it, I think. Yes, Shadow Demon, Necromancer, Babao, and that mob with Conjurer, and some swarms in Amber's house. But we cannot go for swarms now, because if I go for swarms, I will have to take Amber, and if I take Amber, I will have 5 in the party, not 4, and that's not good. So I will deal with Necromancer, maybe I will deal with Babao, and then we go out. We go out for Nenu. So I'll be like in 10 minutes. Yeah, we have more armor class here, but less damage. More attack also. That's was the safest way to fight Necromancer, but one should be very, very careful here because one small mistake and okay. After he's been killed, the rest is easy. And he should be targeted the first. Oh shit, shit. Okay, now they lost their haste. They don't have haste anymore. Lan was blind. But even blind he can hurt them a little bit. That's example that it can also go wrong. He is blind, but I have bought scroll to cure blindness. I think I have bought it. I'm always doing it because yeah, remove blindness. Pam. That's okay. No more blind. Still almost 3 minutes. Reduce. Shit. Shit. Have to kill those idiots. Otherwise I will never leave him alone. Now those idiots started moving. Ay 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 ay. You fucking idiots. You are moving again or what? They moved till here. It's incredible. Fucking idiots. Who programmed it like that? Now that fucking idiot started moving. Yeah. It's reducing. Yeah, he was reducing. Okay, he won't be reducing anymore. And that's good. We get a lot of XP. A lot of XP. Who is that? Ah, cutthroats. Let them go. We need to get Necromancer. He will lose his buffs. Fuck you. He will lose his buffs. Okay, we just let them go. Now those fucking son of a bitches, where are you going, you fucking bitch, Camellia? And my keyboard doesn't work. What the fuck? Keyboard doesn't work. I cannot stop them. Fucking idiots. Who programmed it like that? Fucking idiots. Who programs it this way? Why the fuck are they moving? Fuck you. I understand why keyboard doesn't work anymore. I cannot stop it anymore. Cannot pause anymore. Keyboard, I can't pause keyboard anymore. All that. No, pause doesn't work anymore. Again, this son of a fucking bitch is moving. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your programming. Fuck this. Whoever did it. No, keyboard doesn't work anymore. I cannot pod them. I can't play anymore. I can't pause. Spacebar doesn't work. Fuck you. No, no pausing. I have to restart computer, I think, because if it's that. Oh, it's unplayable now.